Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, hello, it's Mr. Kaboodle here, the toy soldier. Merry Christmas to one and all.
You. Welcome, everybody, back to the Stay Weird Show, episode 2. It's my pleasure today to introduce you to...
Mr. Kaboodle, a.k.a. Rhett Star. Okay, I'm getting out of the
Getting out of character. Is that difficult to do sometimes?
Sometimes it can be, yes, because you get stuck in it.
For sure.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, for sure. It would be, mate.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been a clown for?
Maybe like 6, 7 odd years.
Okay.
Now,
How old are you?
28.
Epic, man. Epic.
Yeah. 28, 29.
Yeah?
One of those two numbers.
Hard to say. What is the character younger than the actual Rhett?
Yeah, totally. The character's so much younger than Rhett. Yes.
Who am I?
Yeah. I got multiple characters in here.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to become a clown?
Oh, well, it sort of came back at school. I'm not saying I was a clown at school,
Yep.
but how our teacher at the time, her son was in the circus.
Okay.
And her son taught her how to juggle, and she made some juggling prop balls for everybody and said, this is going to be our PE lesson for the next term.
Awesome.
So the whole class learned how to juggle.
Yep.
And so we, I suppose it's where it sort of started with that teacher. That was in primary school. I don't know, like year 5, 6.
Yep.
So I could sort of process what was going on. And then, my sister and I, we got into it, and she does circus still now to this day. And where Kaboodle, this clown that you're seeing now, came from was my sister was Kit, I was Kaboodle, and we did street shows together and other birthday parties, and we were called the whole Kit and Kaboodle. Okay, cool. And so that was a lot of ground acts and acro and stuff, and so then she didn't want to do that. She wanted to do the aerials like trapeze, leer and silks and tissues and stuff. And I was like, okay, yeah, you do you. And I just sort of took on the role of Mr. Kaboodle. Nice. And this is how the whole character got created. Yep.
And so, as a kid, were you into your acrobatics and everything like that?
A little bit. Like, I was born in Adelaide.
Okay.
And so there was a circus school called Sir Kids in Adelaide, and me and my dad, we did that for a little bit.
Awesome.
So, I suppose so. And my mum was a belly dancer at the time.
Cool.
So
very cool. It's in the family.
It is a little bit in the family. At that time, my mum's mum owned a gypsy tavern. She was from Russia. And she made like an entertainment restaurant, and so a lot of Cossack dancing and Russian dancing and belly dancing and drums and all that sort of jazz. And so I was around, and they hired buskers to come in and do like fire eating and other street performing arts at the time in Adelaide. Yep. And so that's sort of that's how. I suppose, it's been around me for a while. Yep. And my uncle and my cousin are into music as well. Awesome. So there's a bit of arts in the background in the family on both sides. It's been around. Yeah. Just around me in general.
Cool, mate. Cool. And when you first transitioned into being a clown at 21, what were you doing beforehand?
Just school. I suppose I was doing, there was a school called Flipside Circus. Yep. And I did that here in Brisbane. Because we moved from Adelaide to Brisbane, and then I did tennis. And I don't know, all the things that mums get me to do, you know. Tennis, fuck that. I'm going to be a clown, you know. What's this? Well, yeah. Bam. So from, I didn't really like any of that, and then went to school, and the teacher showed me how to juggle, and then it sort of manifested and kept going, and Mum saw that, and we found a school, Flipside Circus. Ciela, my sister, she went into it, and then we just kept building. Awesome, man. There. So it was just trialing and error, really. Yep.
And what's a usual day look like for you now?
Now in December, oh my golly gee whiz, any entertainer right now should be absolutely like cranking it. Like on Saturday, I had 3 gigs on Saturday that just passed, and then I had 2 gigs on Sunday that just passed.
All as Mr. Kaboodle?
Yeah, mainly. This is the main character
awesome,
I usually do parties with, balloon twisting. Yep. I'm working on some new still walking characters.
Cool, man.
Or I'm with agencies that provide a costume for me, and then I'm their character.
Yep.
Yeah. So Yeah, but at the moment now is like hectic. So after this interview, I do my roving here at the Queen Street Mall until about 2:30, and then I head all the way to Movie World, back to the Gold Coast. I start there at White Christmas.
Okay.
At around about 4:30.
Yep.
So it's like a 2...
Until when?
8:30.
Gotcha. Big days, man. Big days. You could definitely get lost in character, couldn't you?
Oh, it's so true.
Mate, 100%.
Sometimes I leave this. I leave it on sometimes because it's too hard. It's
for sure.
In and out of this.
Cars and everything. Yeah, dude.
So I just take the hat off, and then just run to the next gig.
And it's really fun when you get into character, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Amazing. What I suppose is more rewarding is seeing the expression on different people.
Yeah.
Like smiling, the eyes are wide, like, whoa, this is all like that's the cool thing about performing is you're getting that you're taking a person into a different world, like a different realm.
It's a joy, isn't it? It gives you a rush, man.
Yes, it totally does. And that's what I like about it. Like,
very
and
cool.
It's fun to be in this anyway.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure. I've just started doing some stand-up comedy.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the rush that you get from that is insane, man. I go home some nights and I can't sleep, dude. I'm like sitting there.
The adrenaline.
Like, exactly.
And the rush of it all.
Exactly. And before the show, I'm like,
Yes.
Do you still get nervous before performing?
Yes, every time. I have butterflies.
Okay.
Nervous, even though I might have practiced that trick or like 100 million times. I still don't know if it's going to work. You don't know until you've stand-up comedy until you get that
and put
that
it
joke,
out there.
you put it out there.
You're vulnerable when you're putting it out there too, man. And when the room is quiet, it's
it hurts, right?
It hurts, bro. You're just like up there dangling, it's like you've got a noose, you're almost about to fall.
Pretty much,
dude.
Yeah.
It's a crazy feeling, but when it goes off, when it goes well, it's like, this is the best.
Yeah, you can, yes. And being on stage is entirely different to being out on the street roving or in a shopping centre roving. Like, it's entirely...
Is it difficult to rove at first, mate? Like approaching people and things like that,
Yeah, sometimes it is. I do find it a little bit hard, but if you stay in character and you let the character do its job...
Yeah,
like
his thing, it's easy for him, isn't it?
Yeah, it's easy for him to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I got a bag full of tricks so I can pull them out.
Yeah, nice, man. Break the ice.
Break the ice a bit.
Yeah.
And it's cool that Christmas is around. You can make an excuse.
For sure.
Oh, do you want to see what Santa Claus made me on the toy soldier?
Yeah.
Bring me to life,
Yeah,
dude. Wow. So...
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I found it difficult because I've been walking around with this GoPro now, and it's like
right.
the initial approach. I don't really like putting the camera in people's face. Hey, what's up? Because they're a bit standish. I was in Noosa this morning, and a couple of years ago, I gave this a little crack too, but obviously didn't put too much force into it. And went to Noosa, and there was this big dude. He looks exactly like Santa Claus coming out of the surf, and he's got this Santa hat on,
Yeah.
And I hit him up back then, and I was like, "Hey, can you say stay weird for the camera? What's up?" And he was really, yeah, let's do it, go, boom, boom, boom. And I actually ran into him again today.
No way.
Yeah, and he didn't remember me.
Oh.
And I was like, hey, what's up, dude? And I tried to get him on camera again. He was off it. He's like, nah, see you, mate. So it definitely depends on the day.
Yeah, right. And I suppose whatever they've gone through. Like,
exactly,
yeah,
he could have had too many bad kids on his list or something.
Maybe.
He's like, this is going to be a terrible Christmas, man.
Hey. Yeah, right. Cool bananas.
And tell me about creating a new character. What's kind of your process with that?
I think it comes with the story. You got to come up with a story, and then the costume follows along with that.
Yep.
And then the props come after that. And
did you make that costume?
Pretty much, yeah. Sort of designed it, and I knew that it was going to be like a toy soldiery or soldier type character because it fits with the whole kit. I got the whole kit and caboodle.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? You're supposed to have toys
everything,
and so that's where that sort of came from, and I don't know, just looking up different costume ideas and colors that would fit that character. Yeah, cool. Sometimes some of these hardcore rovers, they actually put a specific perfume on, so then they smell like the actual what they want to be smelled like, so then people reference, they smell that whiff.
Smells a really big reference for memory. You know?
Exactly.
It could definitely.
It's like, wow.
And when people then in the future are walking past a shop and they smell that same perfume, it brings back the memory.
Exactly.
Maybe they hire you through that or something.
Exactly.
Dude.
So it's quite. Some of these hardcore rovers get really into detail.
Cool, man.
Pretty awesome.
Wicked. So that's probably all you got time for.
Yeah, I dare say. Well, Stay weird, everybody. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much, dude.
Cheers.
if somebody wants to find you, where can they find you?
They can find me at on Instagram. It is Rhettstar.
Yep.
And then on Facebook is Mr. Kaboodle.
Yep.
And also got my own website, mrkaboodle.com.
Awesome. I'll post all of this also. So yeah, if you're looking for a good entertainer.
Making me blush here, man.
It's painted on.
Yeah. Dude, that's so good.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much, mate.
Cheers. Thank you. Stay weird, everybody. Thank you so much for having me.